We're talking today about one of the most important developments in the tax department, which is now a TDS or a tax on whatever gifts or perquisites you're giving. This is called Section 194R, which has come into effect from 1st of July, and it's applicable for any gift or perquisite you are giving your employees or otherwise. You see, why they brought this section is because the increasing number of transactions where non-cash benefits are being given to others. So a business would give a gift, let's say I'm an influencer. So as an influencer, I can influence people to buy a product. So I am given, let's say a company comes and says, please market my product and here are a few samples for you. Now the value of these samples may be significant and the company would book it as an expense, and for me it's as a gift or as part of my business receipts, however you want to call it, and I'm getting to market this product. If it was coming to me in the form of cash, then I would have to admit it as an income. But because it's in the form of a gift, there is no way of tracking the same. The business gets to claim the expense. I may not show the income, and the income tax is deprived of genuine income tax on an income that should be taxable. So from 1st July 2022 onwards, there is now a TDS at 10% when any such benefit or perquisite is given to somebody in either cash or in kind. If you are an employee, then it will form part of your salary and it will be included in your Form 16. But if you are an individual or a business person or an influencer or even a professional, in all of these aspects, it is your business income and you have to offer it to tax. So when somebody is giving you such a gift, the onus is put on that person, the person who is giving the gift, to deduct a 10% TDS on the value of such gift or such benefit or such perquisite, and then only he will give that gift to you. So therefore, what does this mean? It means now the income tax can track this transaction. Whereas earlier, if he's giving you a product, he's giving you a gift, he's giving you a car, there is no way for the income tax to know about it. But now they'll be able to easily find out because there is a TDS at the time of the transaction itself. That brings me to the next important point. Exemptions. Who are exempt from these provisions? Firstly, if the value of the gift in aggregate for the year does not exceed 20,000, then you need not pay this TDS on this transaction. Suppose I am giving a gift. Let's say I am a medical company and I have had to market my products or market my tablets to various doctors. So every month I go and give them some medical supplies or samples. I say, doctor, here, please give this to your clients. Please give this to your patient. Then in that case, monthly, my expenses towards these samples may be less than 5,000 or 6,000. But then if you add it up for the entire year, it will easily cross 20,000. So even in such a case where you have to see in aggregate, either a single transaction or in aggregate, all of them has to be taken in total. And if it exceeds 20,000, then that company or whoever is giving that gift or perquisite or sample, they should deduct the TDS on the entire value on each transaction at 10%. This is also not applicable to individuals or a HUF if they are not subject to tax audit. So the exemption are only two categories. If the total value in a year is less than 20,000, and if the person who is making the gift, whoever is giving the gift, is either an individual or is a HUF. Now let's take a few examples. Suppose I'm a very leading lawyer and one of my clients come and say, you need to save my son, they are going to put him in jail for his entire life, and I win the case, and as a gift that gentleman says, I will give you a BMW car or I will give you a Mercedes Benz car because you were able to save the life of my son, you were able to get him out of jail. Then in that case, this will be a gift or a perquisite. Whoever is giving me that gift, if it is part of his business, he has to deduct TDS at 10%, irrespective of whether it is part of my business or not. It is a gift to me, so I should offer it to tax. Earlier, no way of tracking it, now it can be tracked. Another example, A company rewards its employees, and this is very important because it's the Deepavali season or a Diwali season. So at this time, you know that a lot of gifts are given to employees, performance bonus is given. So in this time, or even your agents, marketing agents who are hitting their sales targets. So many companies reward the good performance, sometimes with gold coins, sometimes with gifts. So if the value of this gift to a single employee is in excess of 20,000, then for that person you will have to deduct the TDS at 10%. What if I have 100 employees and each person the gift is less than 20,000? Let's assume it is 5,000 to each person. So you aggregate it for all the employees, it will cross 20,000. But individually, if you see, it is less than 20,000. It is only 5,000 per person. Then in that case, there is no need to deduct TDS. This limit of 20,000 is not on the entire gifting expense. It is on the gift per employee or per agent or per person that you are giving the gift to. So if you do not cross the individual limit for each gift given to each person, then you need not deduct this TDS. If medicine samples are given to doctors, that will also fall under this. As I told you, a YouTube influencer is given products. If it's in excess of 20,000, then the TDS must be deducted. Company holding a board meeting. A company may hold a board meeting outside the country or in a very holiday sort of place where you say that we'll have the board meeting and you can also bring your family. You can have a vacation here with us and we will sponsor it for all the directors. That would also be a gift, and 194R would be applicable on this. Now let me take another example. Now I am an influencer. So let's assume a company, maybe a hair drying company, they come and say, we are going to give you our product for you to market. The value of the product is 75,000 rupees. So they give it to me. Now once I put up a video, I record myself using the hair dryer. I say, wow, what a wonderful hair dryer. I recommend everyone to buy it. And then once I finish this, I have to return the product. Is TDS applicable here? It is not applicable because it is not a gift. It is as if he is giving you a loan or he is giving you that for a short period of time. So in this scenario, there is no TDS applicable on such a transaction. Only if the gift or the perquisite or the sample benefit is going to be permanently in my hands, only then it is going to be a gift that is taxable or which is applicable to this TDS that we have discussed about. So please remember, for each person who is receiving the gift or the benefit or the perquisite, if it is in excess of rupees 20,000 for the entire year or in aggregate for the entire year, and the TDS has to be deducted on these transactions at 10%, provided the person who is giving the gift is not an individual subject to or tax audit, is not a HUF subject to tax audit. Thank you very much, and I hope this was useful.